one last comedian left. Okay, one last comedian. But before it, I will say to you that I was in a workshop lately, yeah, for self-awareness. I discovered that I'm sexy. Anyone who laughs now is an asshole. Yeah, so some of you take a ride in a bus, yeah, or some days in the past, took a ride in the bus. I will say why I ask this, okay? Because I don't know if it's happened in all the world or only in Israel, but sometimes we have annoying children that kick your back in the chair. You know what I mean? That you are in the bus and someone is kicking you in the back. In Israel, it's happened a lot. Okay, I took a ride in the bus and I was sitting like that, okay, in the chair, and some little kid, annoying kid, started to kick my back. Okay, so I like, can you kick me in the side? Yeah, continue, yeah. Can you kick me a little bit left? Yeah, a little bit above. Yeah, kick there. Yeah, yeah. Kick there. A little above, yeah, a little above, yeah. Kick my head, yeah. Now I relax. And when I wanted to get down from the bus, the asshole, he told me $500. And I was in shock. Okay, I was in shock because in the train it's cheaper. It's $300. And it was the same kid. Yeah, I guess it's not happening in the other countries. Yeah. Don't take a ride in a bus in Israel because your back will be destroyed. Yeah. Okay, anyway, are you ready for the last comedian?
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Yeah, great. The last comedian, he came from Tennessee, not tennis, Tennessee. Yeah, Tennessee. And he's a very funny guy, and his name is David Hebel. Yeah,
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Yay!
yeah.
Hello, everybody. I'm David Habel. I'm from East Tennessee. So I'll start by talking about food because I mean, you know, I'm very aware I look a little like Millennial Duck Dynasty. So maybe that's what you're expecting. I love Banquet Pizza because it says microwave high for 1 minute. I like to dress exotically, but I've been finding lately that two wrongs don't make a right. I ate a baked potato earlier today because people tell me you are what you eat, but I'm still out of weed. I love long underwear, but I still haven't figured out how to do a striptease in it. I make electronica and I tell jokes. So I have this daydream about creating a variety show. I'd call it the Tinnitus Show. I describe my music as difficult listening. I think that if Congress was full of goats, they'd never get anything passed. Every bill would just come up with nay votes. Let's see, I think I'm a dirty old man in a young man's body. That was worth a try. Let's see. I wonder if dog breeders ever get high off of whippets. I've been watching that TV show called Dexter lately, and
Ooh.
it's been amazing because I've never bonded with a TV character so much before.
Oh God.
He's adopted too. Uh, I'm a little like an extroverted introvert, which means most of the time I'm like a tall hobbit. I'm chill just to sit at home and hang out with my dishes. But every once in a while, I've got to drop a ring off and slay a dragon. I I prefer my yogurt submissive. I only eat fruity bottoms. All right, not everyone's gonna get that joke. That's fine. I have a lot of anxiety, so I'm on a bunch of different Facebook groups to try to cope with that. And my favorite agoraphobia group changed the status from open to closed recently, and I can't had to leave because I can't handle that. My friends, neighbors had a koi pond, and when they would leave their house, there would be a crane that would go to the koi pond and eat the koi. So I think that was a koi eating crane. Have you ever met someone who's so calm that it just aggravates you? Like you just want to come up, smack them in the face. Like, I don't appreciate that mellow tone in your voice. I host open mics, so I have anxiety about different situations coming up. One of them, I guess maybe it's because I was an English major, is showing up to one and there being no comics there at all. Comics sans.
Oh, gross.
Let's see. I've had depression for a while, but I think that every time I've gone like hiking or whatever, like there's been somewhat of an impulse when I get near cliffs. But I think that whoever is watching after me, my ancestors or my guides or whatever, are keeping me safe. Because every time I've had that thought, I've been cliff barred.
Oh.
That's
Gnarly.
dark. I know that's dark. I would say if I had to choose an inanimate object to identify as, I'd say I'm a Lego piece, but I'm bisexual, so I'd say I'm bionicle. I I heard about Robert Pattinson getting COVID recently. He's okay. He's okay. But he's also playing Batman. So like I think they need to change Batman's origin story to him getting bitten by a bat and like actually getting superpowers instead of just being rich. And I think they ought to change Robert Pattinson's name to Robert Pattinson.
Oh, gross.
I was noticing when Phil was playing the recorder earlier, like I was having flashbacks to my childhood. I used to play recorder like back when I was in elementary. And so like our teacher would get mad when she'd hear me play. She'd be like, "Who is that squeaking in the background?" And like she'd walk along the rows like looking. And of course when she got to my row, I'd start lip syncing. And so she'd look really hard at me, being like, "I know it's him. I know it's him. But I'm not hearing it now." But yeah. And I also had a chemistry teacher who would punish us when we would talk in our class by doing bits at us. For instance, he was very Southern, so he would always quote Ron White, and he'd always be like, "You know what Ron White says? Stupid can't be fixed." And like just thinking about it now, I'm just like, that guy wasn't just quoting Ron White. It's like he was doing a bit every time that like someone did something naughty in his class. Man, he shouldn't have been a scientist. He should have just made jokes. But let's see. I didn't know this until recently, but buying fruit can get you street cred, because I got a chain and I put a mango on it, and suddenly I knew how to rap. Gucci mango. Well, I'm gonna end on this. I've attempted college 4 times and not gotten a degree any of them, but I do have feelings on Mercury retrograde. I think we ought to blow up Mercury, and that way it can't go into retrograde anymore. Fine by me, because I've got enough grades in my life. All right, thank you all. Y'all been wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah.
David Appel, yeah, David Appel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
we got to the end. Oh,
Yeah.
it's too sad.
Yeah.
No, it's sad music.
Oh,
It's sad music, I think. Almost sad. Okay, we are in the end of the show. So first of all, thank all the audience that came to see us. You're here in on Zoom and live on Facebook. Yeah, put your hands together to the audience. Yeah. And very, very big thank you for all the comedians that came here tonight. Ed Smith. Yeah, Ed Smith. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes. Billy Joe Gillespie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Simply Courtney. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brunto Interlandi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy November.
Yeah.
Ed Wally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Becca Ward.
Yeah.
David Hubble.
Yeah.
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 And I am Gil Rosenberg, and I was Gil Rosenberg. I was Gil Rosenberg, and I'm still Gil Rosenberg. I mean, you can find me on Facebook or in the street, because I have no life. And we will meet you again all next week on Sunday with other comedians. And it will be on Sunday, 7 p.m. in Israel time zone. And have a great week for everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, you too, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
thank you, Gil.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Gil.